The mountain, land or river, lead thou me on.
We have been working on this album actually for a year previous to even being in the studio. We've been really excited about it. We have a lot of great ideas, and it's been fun to see them come to life.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bradley Quinn here. We're here at Funk Studios tonight because we are recording a new album. So welcome to the process. Hope you enjoy.
Today probably marks like the 4th or 5th session we've had. And so here's an off day, and we're back in the studio working on this album, trying to get it ready for a spring 2024 release.
So when we build an album, we usually do it in pieces, not only for mixing purposes, but so that we can really dial in every individual element.
Putting together an album is a lot of work, and it takes months and months and months, and in some cases even years of planning, certainly when it comes to the rehearsal and the arranging and the composing and the recording.
We're starting with drums because we want to start with a backbone, get everybody on the same page with the same tempos and time changes, and then we start building from there. We'll do a piano, we'll have strings and orchestra, we'll have bass and guitar, and eventually we'll put the guys' voices on there. I think you get the vision now after all that.
Yep, I got it.
That.
Come on in. Okay.
It's just us. They can't hear it.
Okay. I'm ready. We're ready.
We have Nate Smeating with us today. He sounds incredible. We're a couple songs in, and it's feeling really good.
I've never heard this song before.
I never know when Steven calls me for a studio session what it will be. It's always a mystery. Could it be rap? Possibly. We never know. GENTRI, probably. And that's what it was. It was GENTRI. It wasn't rap.
I loved all that before that. Let's start halfway through. There is hope and da-da-da-da-da. Casey, feels great. And then Brad, when you come in, make sure that there is life. There's a little more like a joyful drama in it, because you get there eventually by the end of that phrase, just not starting. Let's do a couple more. This is great.
So everybody always gives me a hard time when we come into the studio to record. I kind of have my little ritual, and I always have to have my black water bottle. And number 2, I record in the dark. And there's something about it. And not only that, but I always tell the sound engineer this has to be ambient lighting. The color has to match what I think the song looks like in my head. And I don't really know why I started doing that. And obviously not every recording studio has these lighting capabilities, but for some reason, I'm most comfortable recording in the dark. So there you go.
There's many different pieces that go into making an album, and there's a lot of different kinds of studio sessions, and we have piano, and we have the voices, and we have drums and bass and guitar.
We're here tonight to record vocals for just one of the songs, and we have to do this multiple times for multiple songs. Steven, our producer, is pulling a lot of musicians in together. They're recording on many, many days, and there's a lot of time that goes into this.
Come you disconsolate in the bag.
There's a one-take wonder over there. Guy comped for like 10 minutes. It's amazing.
It just works. Sometimes it just works. Rarely.
Working with a room full of string players is very different than working with a single guitarist or a single drummer or the singers themselves. That's a lot of people with a lot of different ways to interpret the music. So it ends up being a really cool collaboration where everybody kind of gives their input on asking questions if we want more of this or less of that, or how much of a vibrato they use, or how intensely they play a certain line. And once we kind of get some of that feedback from each of those musicians, it ends up making the project morph into something, it's always something very different than what it originally was supposed to be. And I think that's a really good thing. Usually what I have in my head when I walk into the session, I'm very excited about, but when I walk out of the session after we recorded with them, the things that have organically evolved into something different are some of my favorite parts of the project.
We'll play with some ideas, maybe fingerstyle, acoustic guitar, maybe we have some ethereal electric guitar sounds, and it's really fun not knowing exactly what's going to happen when we go into record, and collaborating with Steven to get some really cool, unique guitar sounds for the recordings.
We've all played for Steven a lot, so there's such a good, warm spirit, such deep respect for each other and for Steven, and such a heartfelt effort to make sure that the music is sincere as well as in tune and in time, but really emotionally expressive, so that the pads that the gents sing on top of are just glorious.
Over the years, we've done so many projects together that most of these people are all familiar faces, and they've all become friends, which is fun to be able to not only record with talented people, but people that you can really connect with, who understand you and what you're going for.
Steven is so talented at finding potential in songs and finding the heart and the soul of music in these songs, and so what he's done with these arrangements is absolutely brilliant. He just gets better and better. So it's just a privilege to be able to sing this stuff from Steven and sing it with the other guys.
So it's really cool to be part of songs that have a very strong Christ-centered message. It's cool to be able to play music and make them interesting, make them fun, make them entertaining, but also have a really cool, deeper message behind them.
It's peaceful, it's majestic. It's hard not to record these tracks and not feel something and kind of get lost in just the beauty of this music.
It's exciting to be doing a project that we know is going to resonate with people. The Hymns album has been something that apparently people have returned to over and over again, which makes me so happy. So we hope that it stays true to the spirit that people have connected so deeply to, but also takes them on a new journey and allows them to have new experiences with a second go around.
Lead us.